What's up guys? I figured I'd change it up a bit and do something out of the ordinary for this car review. Yes, it's not fast or may not be cool, but it might be for others who are interested. It might even be something to consider in the used car market. Well, this review will be on the first generation Acura TSX.
So I've been asked the question, what kind of a daily driver do you drive if you have a GTR or, any other supercar? Well, for me, it's this 2006 Acura TSX, and I actually like this car. One of the reasons why I started looking for a daily driver was also because I have to haul friends around. So in order to do that, I don't want to be driving a coupe around. So I needed 4 doors. And then, you start looking at all the 4-door options, and I'm talking about the used market here, guys. I am not talking about a brand new car. A used car is just fine if it's in a good condition. So when I started cross-shopping, I found that the Acura TSX actually offered more luxury items compared to, let's say, a 2009 Honda Civic Si. Because in the used market, they're all in the same price range, and you get a lot more when you buy a TSX. For example, you get HID headlights, you get, navigation, a better navigation. Better could be worse because this is a navigation from 2006. And leather interior, a nicer ride, more insulation in the car. It doesn't feel cheap. The interior looks really nice compared to a Honda Civic. I hate to keep comparing it to a Honda Civic, but it may be because that's what I was really shopping it against.
And here's a shot of the interior. And as you can see, it's got the black leather seats and it's also got the navigation. Oh, also, if you look right below, yup, it's automatic. It's not a manual.
Oh, and I almost forgot, this elbow rest here, it actually slides forward. I actually found this on accident. And here are the back seats, and it has this folding armrest here, and it also has cup holders, which I really like because when it's too full up front, I'll put my cups back here, and it's still within arm's reach. But one cool thing I like too is because, let me show you guys. I just need to pull these right here real quick. And as you can see, it's 70% here and 30% there. So I can fold this seat down and still be able to have a passenger over there. And I've also been able to put a snowboard back here, 2 of them actually. So I really like this feature.
The TSX uses the K24A2, which is a 2.4 liter, and also features Honda's iVTEC, which not only uses the low and high cam lobe on their famous VTEC technology, but now implements variable timing control also. This is a 2006 version, which received some updates to the engine and increased the power to 205, which is pretty high for a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It isn't as high revving compared to the 2-liter version due to its longer stroke, but it does provide more torque, which is more daily driver friendly. There's really nothing to look at in the engine bay because it's all stock, but notice that they did offer a strut bar to stiffen up the shock towers. For as long as I've owned the TSX, I've never weighed it, so let's find out how much it weighs. And we have 3,336 pounds. Wow, it's pretty heavy. And that weight is with a full tank of gas. And as you can see, the TSX is no lightweight, and we pretty much have an idea, but now we know for sure. And being 3,300 pounds plus is pretty heavy. I was thinking it was going to be under 3,200 pounds, but I didn't really buy this to be my performance car or weekend racer. It was going to be more of a daily driver, and I really like the creature comforts that it offers for the price.
Now, I'm not trying to sell anyone on an Acura TSX because these were just the features I was looking for when I was looking for a daily driver. So your requirements may be different. So you may totally say, hey, screw the Acura TSX. I like the Honda Elantra or the Ford Focus. Totally fine. If you like a hatchback, for example, that may work better for you. The Acura TSX was sold from 2004 to 2008, and there was a revision in 2006. Now, the second generation, to me, it just became much bigger. It was pretty much almost equivalent to an Acura TL. And as you can see, they both kind of evolved together, and now we see that they've combined the two models to make the Acura TLX. And now we have the Acura ILX, which I believe takes us back to this version of the Acura TSX. At one point, there were two versions of the Accord, the US version and the Japanese version. Now, this body style to me looked much better than the equivalent Accord of that era. And there was also a special version of this one called the Honda Accord Euro R, which had 220 horsepower. It's slow, and I know it's funny that I even took it out drag racing, but the benefit of this is for education. You know, it's about educating people about this car, and I really didn't buy it for its speed. I bought it as a daily driver and for its creature comforts and for being able to utilize things in this car for what I do on a daily basis. I've owned this car for about 4 to 5 years now, and I really don't have any complaints, except, you know, some of the stuff that I've already done to the car as far as maintenance, and, you know, I've already made videos about those on my channel, but those to me are a given because, you know, it's an old car. They're going to need to be replaced at some point in time. So that's pretty much it for this review of my 2006 Acura TSX. I've also been thinking about doing some modifications to this car, like a reflash, intake, or header, and maybe even an exhaust, but it may distract from what I really bought this car for as a daily driver. I'm not quite sure yet, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and also subscribe for future videos. I'll see you in the next one.